Let me start with something that honestly surprised us. Did you know that 9 out of 10 people in Algonquin actually agree on something?
And no, it's not about pizza or the weather. It's about this being a genuinely good place to live.
At a time when so many towns are dealing with frustration, distrust, or uncertainty, Algonquin is quietly telling a very different story. We're seeing a lot of national headlines right now about declining trust in local government, rising taxes, aging infrastructure, and communities feeling stuck.
So when Algonquin released this 2025 community survey, we wanted to understand something deeper, not just what people said, but why the numbers look so different here.
Because this isn't just a feel-good report. For homeowners and people thinking about moving here, this kind of data really matters.
Here's the headline number. 93% of Algonquin residents rate the village and their neighborhood as a good or excellent place to live.
Even more telling, the village used a measurement called a Net Promoter Score. That's something usually reserved for high-performing private companies.
Algonquin scored a 47. For context, most municipalities struggle just to stay positive. That means a large majority of residents would actively recommend living here. That's not luck.
That's alignment. One of the biggest reasons for this confidence isn't flashy at all. It's what the village fixed before it became a problem. Algonquin completed its lead service line replacement in 2025, 17 years ahead of the state mandate.
That's peace of mind you don't have to think about. And for homeowners, it quietly removes a future resale risk that many other towns haven't addressed yet.
Here's another number that caught our attention. Algonquin has lowered its village tax rate for 5 consecutive years, at a time when many communities are raising rates to keep up. Algonquin's portion of the tax bill has gone down. That tells us something important. Quality of life here isn't being funded by short-term decisions.
You can also see the investment in places that actually affect daily life. Major reinvestments like Town Park and Presidential Park weren't just cosmetic. They were designed for how people actually live now. Multi-generational, active, connected.
And looking ahead, projects like Boyer Road and Willoughby Farms Park are signaling where the next chapter of Algonquin is headed, toward walkability, neighborhood connection, and long-term livability.
Now, no community is perfect, and the survey actually helps surface the real questions people are asking.
Things like traffic on major roads, employment opportunities, or wondering whether growth will change the character of the town. What stood out to us is that these aren't signs of decline. They're signs of success, pressure, what happens when a place becomes more desirable.
Instead of ignoring that, the village is responding with internal connectivity, smart planning, and long-range investments, not reactionary fixes.
If you already live in Algonquin, this data confirms something important. Your community is being managed with predictability. High satisfaction creates a kind of social floor for home values. People stay, they recommend it, and demand remains steady.
And if you're considering a move here, this is the kind of town profile many buyers are actually searching for now. Stable, proactive, and thoughtfully run.
When 9 out of 10 people agree, it's usually not because of hype. It's because a community listens, plans, and then actually follows through. That's the quiet story unfolding here in Algonquin.
And it's one we think is worth understanding, whether you're rooted here already or considering your next chapter.